price of freedom is death. We're coming to get our check.
Black first, my brothers and my sisters, welcome back to the Afro Elite YouTube channel. I'm your host, Afro Elite. Before we get started, please make sure that as you guys are coming in, make sure you hit that like button. It definitely helps. It absolutely helps. Hit that like, make sure you're subscribed, all of that. We're having a very special broadcast today because yesterday, our regularly scheduled program, we always have it Monday night. There was a lot of technical issues. So due to the technical issues, we weren't able to really, I wasn't personally able to get the message that I really wanted to get across. I really wasn't able to get that across. So we're going to change things up this time. I know this is kind of throwing the schedule off, but we're here. We're locked in. Stay locked in because we're here to get this straightened and done the proper, correct way. So we're without any further ado, and I still got the I guess part 1 up, and that's still on YouTube if you guys want to see that. So that is still good for what it is. But as you guys can see, I'm not doing all this like digital glitching and all that stuff. I did a lot to fix that issue. So we shouldn't have any problems this time. Everything should be smooth. So with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, we're going to dot our I's and cross our T's to make sure we're doing the right thing. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, I'm going to repeat some things that I said yesterday in last night's program. It bears repeating because this might be the first time somebody watches it. It might not watch the yesterday and today. So I'm going to briefly repeat some of the talking points that I made last time, but I'm going to add a little additional layer to it as well too, because we still got some more to cover. There's some stuff I was unable to touch on the last time, so I'm definitely going to be touching on that this time. All right. Shout out to you guys. We almost got 50 people in the room in the first couple minutes, and it's Tuesday. We normally don't go live at this point, but I appreciate you guys for being here with us. So we were talking about this YouTuber yesterday, and I think I get his stuff in the description. I got to double check after the stream. Fair use. Okay. So he's talking about Black culture. Now, this is a man from the letter community. And he says it. So this is not us bullying. This is not us picking on him or anything like that. He can't say that we are doing that because he's already admitted that he has a whole video about him coming out. So he can't feel no type of way, but it's a lot of moisture, a lot of that going on. So
listen, I'm not here to tell you that all police are amazing and nothing bad ever happens to the Black community. What I am here to do is to share with you a new perspective. Does police brutality matter? Yes. Do cops get away with police brutality? Yeah. Yes. Do we want those? Yes. I'm all for the changes and initiatives, but we need to get realistic with how bad the problem already is. Because what's frustrating to me is that we have a ton of Black people who genuinely think that there are thousands of young Black men getting shot and killed by the police every year.
You guys know how many unarmed Black men were killed by police last year?
No.
Yeah.
Over 1,000?
Too many to count.
Just not the case. If we're looking at 2020, Black men were killed by the police. And I'm well aware this is a little bit of a different scenario, but I bring this up to show perspective. What's crazy is that in 2022, while 12 unarmed Black men were shot by police, 19 people were...
I'm going to reiterate, I do not, and I will repeat, I do not believe that he is FBA. I don't know where he's from. If you guys heard that clap, it was a spider just spinning its web, crawling down, and I just had to do like that. I don't know where that spider came from. I don't know if he's FBA. I don't know where he's from. His name does not sound like an FBA name. I'm going to be honest with you. So I take it that at the very least, his dad is not FBA, but he is a part of that other community, the letter community. He's a part of the Morse community. So we know that for a fact. So I'm just letting you know. Now, something I'm going to point out. I touched on this yesterday on yesterday's live, so I'm not going to rehash every little point because I want to get to some new points. But I do want to touch on the fact that he said there's a ton. He said tons of black people. He showed 3 black people. And those 3 black people were incorrect. And with that, he's going to make the blatant statement that tons of black people are, quote unquote, misinformed about police brutality. By a video of a white dude asking 3 black people. That's what he's going to base that off of. But that's what he's saying. Well, let's let him continue.
Struck by lightning and died. That's how rare this is. There are more people routinely getting, and yet even though we have these numbers,
okay, there we go. Okay.
You're more likely to be in danger walking down the street in the hood than to be dealing with any white cop at all. And that's just the truth. We need police in our communities, but this is how we treat them. Low-key understand why they feel the way they feel. I understand why a lot of black people despise the police, and our youth is being raised to just not respect.
Now, I want to make another point.
America to its core because of the false narratives that the media was pushing. I felt like I had a target on my back, and the police hated me just because I was black.
Now, I'm gonna make another point real quick. He showed a bunch of babies, and the babies were disrespecting the police. The babies weren't, I guess, showing respect to the police the way he feels like the baby should have been showing respect to the police. Now, do you guys remember? I'm going to show you something real quick. Do y'all remember this? Where is it? Where can I find it? This right here. I'm going to make it bigger so everybody can see it. This is my lost. Okay, so now I'm having technical issues with the thing again. It says your browser has lost connection to screen share audio. I don't know why I think this is a StreamYard issue, and StreamYard might be glitching on me because now it's saying that I can't share the audio from that YouTube video anymore. Or it might just be that particular YouTube video because I've never had that issue before. So what we're going to do is we're going to bypass the video. We're not going to play that video anymore. We're going to skip to something else. We're going to have to adapt on the fly again because I'm not sure what the is. Yeah. Do you guys remember this real quick? It's saying that shocking video shows baby-faced bandits who open fire on Florida cops. Now, these are 2 little white children, 14 years old and 11 years old. Dramatic police body cam footage shows a moment a baby-faced Bonnie and Clyde opened fire on cops in Florida with an AK-47 and a shotgun before the 14-year-old runaway is struck by deputies and screams out in pain. So this is the type of stuff that happens in white society. But yet this stuff, they don't ever show and they don't ever say this as if this stuff no, I'm not on OBS. I'm on StreamYard. They don't ever say this as if this stuff is indicative of the police. Okay. They don't ever, indicative of white culture. Now, when it comes to black people and quote unquote not respecting the police, then it's a black people. Y'all got to really show more respect to the police. Y'all really got to do better when it comes to the police. Y'all really have to. Okay, let me see. So this is something that I guess I can't really make too much of a point that much about, because I can't play the video anymore for whatever reason. I'm going to be working on that. Clearly it's not my internet. Clearly I'm not, unless I'm lagging to you guys. It's probably StreamYard, because everything is working fine on my end. I'm going to do an internet test real fast. Hold on. Just bear with me, y'all, just to make sure. Okay. In the middle of me streaming, I'm doing this internet test. Can't believe I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. That's all right. It's okay. Not sure what's going on here. Yep, it's saying we're good, so it's not on us. Regardless. It's okay. So you're saying I'm not lagging. I'm not lagging. So I want you guys to know I'm not the problem. I probably wasn't the problem last night. And that's normally what I do. I normally do download the pre-streams for it, and then I kind of just stream it, but it's not letting me even play the sound from another thing. So what I'm going to have to do from now on, I'm going to have to literally download the clips from the thing. And then I'm going to have to play that because it's doing something very weird, but it's okay. We're going to work through what we did. Okay. We're not going to reschedule this anymore. I want to play this clip from Cenat. Cenat made a clip, and then I already played the copyright thing, so we shouldn't get in trouble with it.
I don't want to hear, like, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all niggas. Stop dick riding. Y'all niggas is black. You're black. You're just black.
Just be yourself.
Now, this to preface this, Cenat, for those of you guys who don't know, a lot of you do, because this isn't my first time talking about him. I did a video where he did a live stream with the comedian Drewski, and that went controversial. Okay. So I can't, this isn't my first time discussing him, but for those who don't know, he is a very, very popular, pretty much the most popular Twitch streamer. And he streams gaming content and I guess reaction content and skits and comedy and stuff like that. I don't watch his content, but I know of him and know of the content that he makes. His dad is Haitian and his mom is Trinidadian. So he is literally by definition an anchor baby. Both of his parents were born in their homeland and he was born in America. So by definition, he is an anchor baby. So he's on his program snapping off on his FBA mods, telling his FBA mods need to shut up because we don't have a culture. We're just black. So I just prefaced that. So let me play it back.
Stop dick riding. I don't want to hear general questions. I'm not asking y'all niggas. Stop dick riding. Y'all niggas is black. You're black. You're just black.
Just be yourself and hit them with hey. Also, I just found the Anarchy hoodie yesterday. Can't wait. Finna resubscribe in a little W female viewer. Big 2 months December 9th.
Thank you so much. Bro, you're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it. How was that see you in 30? That wasn't an insult. That was strictly, you're black. You're not Trinidadian. You're not Jamaican. You're not African. You're not, word. You're not Ghanaian. You're not Dominican. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Cuban. You are American.
I farted so loud.
Okay. All right. So we're not any of those things. We are just American. Now, I appreciate you guys bearing with me on this because this is the second time in a row. It seems like StreamYard is messing because from what I've been told, everything is fine. I got another thing up on the screen. I'm not, to me, glitching at all, even in the slightest bit. So if I'm not glitching, and it's not like there's an internet connection on my end, but there's an internet connection. So I'm assuming it's something going on with either StreamYard or it's something going on with YouTube because we're experiencing issues that we've had bad streams before. I've glitched and lagged and I've still never had this issue. So this is not on my end. I'm going to work on trying to fix it after the fact, but we're doing what we have. Okay. And it's Tuesday. So I appreciate every single last one of you all for that. Now, the thing is that when he says you guys aren't black or whatever, you guys are you guys are just black. You guys don't have Trinidadian DNA, this DNA, that's DNA or whatever. There's an article that I'm going to pull up real fast. Okay, come on. Yep. And I'm pulling up these tabs really fast, and it's no issue me pulling these tabs up. I didn't plan on doing this, but I guess I got the extra time now since I can't play the other thing. So I'm not sure exactly what is going on. Come on. Sorry, y'all. So he's saying that we don't have a culture, and it got an incredible amount of backlash. He had FBAs all over the place checking him about that. Okay. I saw yesterday, I was listening yesterday, our brother Torian did a live stream about it on, not Instagram. I think maybe it was on Instagram, but I know on Twitter, our sister Zizi did a video about it. So, and then there's a bunch of other people I don't know about it. So everybody's been saying something about this. So we're going to play this article. We're going to show this article real quick. Excuse me if I'm trying to fill in the blanks as we go along, because didn't expect this issue to occur again. It's okay. We're here. Okay. So it says, I'm going to make it a little tad bit bigger. Not that much bigger. Just a tad bit. Okay. Top influencer Kai Cenat, or I guess it's Cenat, repeats false Pan-Africanist trope. Black Americans have no culture. Okay. So it says, Kai Cenat, a popular Twitch streamer known for his comedic style and massive following, has stirred controversy after repeating a false Pan-Africanist trope that suggests Black Americans lack culture. The 22-year-old New York, Lord have mercy. Don't do that. The 22-year-old New York native, now based in Atlanta. So for you guys who don't know, he's from New York City, but he's living in Atlanta currently. When he does his live streams, it's from Atlanta. Okay. So, yeah. When he does his live streams, it's from Atlanta. It says, made the statement during a live stream, drawing criticism from many XXL reported. Okay. According to the fandom, his father is Haitian and his mother is Trinidadian. Hold on. Give me. It says, Cenat rose to prominence on Twitch, amassing over 9.5 million followers for his entertaining daily streams. In 2023, he clinched the title of the most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time and was honored with the Streamer of the Year award at the Streamy Awards, Rolling Stone reported. He started his YouTube channel in 2018 and switched to Twitch live streams in 2021. During a recent stream, Cenat, who recently embarked on a tour in various African countries, echoed a troubled sentiment that Black Americans lack cultural heritage, perpetuating a harmful stereotype that has long been debunked. This statement runs counter to the rich and diverse cultural contributions of Black Americans spanning music, art, literature, cuisine, inventions, and more. Okay. Black Twitter had plenty to say. It says, I guess this, okay, no, this is a tweet. So we're going to be reading these tweets. I was like, what the hell is that? People, now these are tweets. These are real tweets of people who come to America and have these issues coming to America. All right. So we move this to, I like it to be more in the middle when they get to this part. So I'm going to do it a little bit more in the middle right here. It says, people, and then the blank face, come to America where the, quote, just Black, end quote, have worked hard and fought and created this culture. Where you can be above where you can be above average no matter who you are. Let's be clear. You have what you are right now, or you have what you are right now because of my, quote, just Black ancestors who were beat, violated, and unalived. Kai Cenat. Okay, so this is what she's saying. And this is very true. A lot of people, they're talking about culture. They're talking about culture. It was our ancestors who fought for the right for any of them to come over here. So his parents literally would not have been able to come to this land had it not been for our ancestors who are, quote unquote, just Black. And let me, before we continue, actually, no, let me finish this because I might go on a little rant with that. So the just Black ancestors are the ones moving all the weight. The just Black ancestors are the ones fighting all the fights and winning all the fights. Our just Black ancestors, because everybody else is Black, but then they got some extra little seasoning to them. They got an extra little sense of flavor to them. Everybody's just Black, but they got something extra with them. But we're just Black, and we don't really got that extra stuff with them. We don't have that sense of spice that they have, that they feel that they have. Okay. So going down, because there's more. It says, this one right here. I don't know why I was going to read up there, but it says, Kai Cenat saying Black Americans have no culture while indulging in our culture literally every day of his life is funny. It is. And see, this is the thing. Actually, let me get to some of these tweets before I really go off, because I really want to go off, but let me get to this. And see, this is the thing that he does. I'm gonna be very brief with this. A lot of these tethers, because that's what he is, he's an anchor baby tether. A lot of these tethers will come over and they will indulge in our culture. They'll indulge in our rap, like Nicki Minaj, who is Trinidadian, and she's sitting up there rapping or whatever, embracing and indulging in our culture. Kodak Black, who is Haitian. No coincidence that his parents are Haitian and Trinidadian. You got both Haitians and you got Trinidadians coming over here, embracing and indulging in our culture. And then they turn around and say, well, no, this is Black culture. So this belongs to everybody. But then our stuff, Carnival and all of this other stuff that we do that really nobody cares about, all of this other stuff that we do that's quote unquote so special to us, that's our stuff. All right. We still got 200 people in the live stream on a Tuesday, despite having hiccups. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. I promise you we're gonna fix that. I promise you we're gonna fix that. Now that I know that it's not my fault, I promise you we're gonna fix it. I promise you. Because I'm gonna make sure it gets fixed. And then more tweets saying Cenat has gotten enough heat for saying Black America hasn't gotten enough heat for saying Black Americans have no culture. He hasn't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. He should never be able to live that down. He should never. Everywhere he goes, he should be all like, "Hey, didn't you say we don't have no culture? Fine. Don't invite another Black American. Don't invite another FBA. Don't invite another FBA. Torian, shout out to Torian. I just mentioned his live stream. Shout out to Torian out there cruising. Don't invite another FBA on your platform then. Don't do that then. Don't talk about rap. Don't talk about hip hop. Don't talk about none of that stuff on your platform then. Okay. So okay, this is the video. We've already played the video, but I'm going to read the caption to the video. All right. Your family had to walk. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me do some. Y'all give me 2 minutes. Y'all give me 2 minutes. I got to check something out with the stream real quick. It's a little issue. Let me check it out. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I fixed it. Don't worry about that. Now, we're going to go through that. I appreciate your all patience. It says your family had to walk a mile to get fresh water, then walk back to America. Then y'all come to America, sorry. And your whole gimmick is built of Black Americans. It's built of Black Americans. But in the same voice, say we ain't cultured. Black Americans are the culture. And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that real quick. We're going to get to that real quick. Because there's just a couple more tweets that I really want to get to. Because I want y'all to see there's a change in how foundational Black Americans have taken disrespect to our culture. We're not accepting that the same anymore. It's not the same that we used to anymore, where we all like, I guess we not cultured, because to a degree, not long ago, there were, let me get this off the screen just real quick. To a degree, not long ago, there were Black folk who were saying that we didn't have a culture. There were Black people who did think that our culture was somewhere in Africa or somewhere outside of America, and we didn't really belong here, when we really didn't have a culture. At a point in time, that was a general belief, but now it's not a general belief anymore. Now, when you say we don't have a culture, you're getting checked left and right. All right. Black Americans standing on business like we've never done before. And look at how smooth my stream is. Hey, you can't tell me I'm the problem, StreamYard. But okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna finish. I know I'm not the problem. It says Cenat being from the Bronx, New York, and saying Black Americans have no culture is absolutely the dumbest thing that has come out of his mouth. And he said a lot of dumb things, so that's saying it. It says some of y'all from the Caribbean and the diaspora have a lot of effing nerve. That's true. That's true. And we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Now, I try to give grace to our writers. I really do try to give grace to our writers. You know, I did use OBS before. If we keep having issues from StreamYard, I might have to switch back, but I've had issues with OBS and StreamYard both before. But anyway, um to say a lot of them have those issues. A lot of them have those issues, a lot of them have those problems. Another one, how the F is Cenat saying Black Americans have no culture, but this P word dress like Black Americans and use our lingo. When I say dress like Black Americans, we're gonna get into that. And then this is another one. Kai Cenat, and these are just a few. Kai Cenat saying Black Americans have no culture, but has profited of Black American culture and literally copies. And where his main supporters are absolutely insane. We do absolutely nothing to y'all. No culture, yet y'all culture is stolen the most. Yet our culture gets stolen the most. And see, this is the thing. We're going to get to that. And we're going to address the disrespect. We're going to address the disrespect because it's got to stop. When you say we have no culture, really why they're saying that is because we are the culture. And I got a couple of little things I want to show you guys. A couple of little things, just some still images to really really bring the point home. So I just want to show you guys these still images real quick so we can really bring everything home. When we talk about foundational Black American culture, this is just some of our inventions. And these aren't even our modern inventions. These inventions stem all the way back, quite literally, to right after slavery. And we were doing stuff, inventing things during the time of chattel slavery. But the thing is that we weren't able to get patents for that. We weren't able to get credits for that. So just running through some of the things as far as the fire extinguisher, the elevator, the electric light bulb, which is really our stuff, the door knob, the door stop, the clothes dryer, the mailbox. If you guys know, when we did that one video about how the Great Migration wasn't fleeing, we talked about how a lot of FBAs during that time were working for the post office. And back during that time, you didn't have mailboxes where people were getting their mail directly sent to their address. They would have PO boxes for their address at the post office, and all of their mail was taken to the post office, and everybody would have to go to the post office to get their mail. It wasn't until FBAs invented the mailbox and each individual house could have their own mailbox, so the mailbox can get sent to each individual house. So when you talk about the culture of foundational Black Americans, when you talk about that, you have to understand how much not only did we build the country, but even after we built the country, we stayed and improved all of the flaws and all of the issues and modernized everything. So the modernized mailbox is due to foundational Black Americans. The mop, of course, we all know peanut butter, the traffic light, the ironing board, the stethoscope that doctors use all of the time. We've been doing this stuff and been contributing to the medical field for really since we've been here, and we've been here longer than they've been here. The guitar, because we were the ones doing the rock and roll. It was the guitar, the ice cream scoop, the hairbrush. I can literally be here all day long. I literally could be here all day long, and that's just some of the stuff. That's just some of the stuff. Okay? And then let me get this off. And then after that, people talk about Kai Cenat and the clothes that he's wearing and the things that he's doing as far as the clothing. When you look at the style of clothing, I'm talking about all the way back from when Black folks was wearing suit and ties, and this was around the 40s, 50s, 1940s, 1950s. and 1960s. And then when you go up, when you're looking at Tupac and when you're seeing the double jean things and how black people turn jeans, which was originally looked at as poor people's clothes. Jeans were originally looked at as clothes for poor people. When we, as foundational Black Americans, turn denim into something fashionable, that's when it got bought on. When you look at Run DMC, in the gold chains, in the hats that they used to wear with the fashion and the jumpsuits. When you look at Michael Jackson, if you can see towards the side, he's wearing what is called, some people call it a letterman's jacket, other people call it a varsity jacket. In the 80s, this is what really popped when Michael Jackson wore this with the big M, with his letterman's jacket or varsity jacket, whatever you want to call it. This is what made the varsity jacket really popular. This is when people, because at first it was about you being a part of some clique in college and everything. It wasn't really a fashion statement like that. It was seen as a status symbol for people who are in college. Then people, after Michael Jackson, started adapting it. They started putting their sports teams on it, like Chicago Bulls, and people just started wearing it, and it's still being worn today. You can even look up there. I know you probably can't see the picture that well in high definition. When you see Nas in New York, the baggy jeans with the boots, with the big coats on. When you look at Destiny's Child and all of the glitter and stuff like that they used to wear, all of the fashion that we have bought, that Kai Cenat is focusing on. Kai Cenat's doing all of when he wears the matching sweater with the the pants with it. What is that thing called? When he wears that with the sweatpants, when you got like a logo on your sweater and then you got a logo on the sweatpants, or a logo on the hoodie and a logo on the sweatpants, we've adapted that. We've invented that. Okay. It wasn't a thing prior to us where your pants were fly. Pants were not seen as something. It was just seen as pants. We turned pants into something that, okay, it's more than just pants. Pants is also the other half of the outfit. So when we said, okay, now pants are the other half of the outfit, the pants has to be in sync with whatever shirt or whatever jacket that you have to wear. So we've really invented the jumpsuit thing. Jumpsuits were not a thing that you saw as a streetwear and a cultural wear. Now, that was something that you see for work. If they were working in like a power plant or something, their pants would match the shirt because that was just the uniform. But that was not a style of fashion at that time. It wasn't until foundational Black Americans realized that all of the clothes, from the shoes, literally from the shoes to the pants to the shirt to the jacket, including the accessories, all of that stuff has to be in sync. So whether you're wearing a hat, whether you're wearing a watch, whether you're wearing rings, whether you're wearing a bracelet, earrings, whatever, the women wearing earrings, whatever the case is, all of that stuff has to be in sync. So that's when you saw the color blending that you've never seen before. I'm gonna be honest, when you go to other places in the diaspora, and no disrespect, a lot of their colors are, they got a lot of different colors, and this is just not our culture, but a lot of the colors seem kind of random. They seem kind of, okay, we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. But with foundational Black Americans, we've turned our clothes having a color to it into something fashionable. So all of the colors have to match, and they have to go in sync, and they have to synchronize. If you can look up there in the middle picture when it comes to Nas and everything, all of the colors, they're not the same colors, but the colors blend in. They contrast very well. Even if you're wearing matching colors, if you can look at the picture of Tupac, Tupac is wearing matching colors, but the colors are different shades. His jeans that he's wearing, his pants, are a different shade of his jacket. So they contrast with each other, even if they're the same color. When we adapted the big gold chain and wearing black, that's because a black shirt or a black jacket or a black whatever is going to make gold stand out. That's why the color black and the color gold go so well. Because black is a very dark color, gold tends to be a very bright color. So when you do that, it's going to make the gold pop out. That's why when you see Run DMC wearing the big gold chains with the black jumpsuits, the tracksuits, you see the fact that the gold stands out. Now, if they were wearing white, it still would be fly. It still would look cool, but it would not contrast as well as if they're wearing all black. So when you're wearing all black and you have golden accessories, people are saying silver. When you're wearing all black and you have these accessories on it, you turn something which is all black, which was originally seen as something very plain to wear. It was originally seen as something colorless to wear. Okay. When you do that, it makes everything pop out. It doesn't just make your jewelry stand out, but it also makes the outfit stand out as well too. So that's why you saw these big things. That's why you what you saw. Of course, we can talk about Michael Jackson. I don't think that there's an artist period. Personally, maybe there is. Maybe you can argue. Me personally, I don't think so. I don't think there's an artist period who could match Michael Jackson when it comes to fashion. Michael Jackson quite literally has iconic costumes from his music video. If I was to say, do you guys remember the suit Michael Jackson wore when he filmed the Smooth Criminal music video? Everybody remembers the color. I'm gonna ask the chat room, what was the color of Michael Jackson's suit when he was doing the Smooth Criminal music video? Every single person in here knows that. Everybody in here knows that, because that's an iconic color. It's not just an iconic color, it's really an iconic suit. Everybody knows what he looked like when he was doing the Smooth Criminal. Everybody knows what colors he was wearing when he filmed Thriller. Everybody knows what colors he was wearing when he filmed the Bad music video. Everybody remembers that. So is his most iconic music videos, people remember exactly what he wore. These things are iconic. Everybody remembers what he wore when he performed at the Super Bowl. These things are iconic. He has literally iconic outfits for all of his I'm not talking about one or two. I'm talking about several iconic outfits. So much, and even his jumpsuit right here, so much to the degree you can literally go to a Halloween costume party and see 7 people dress up as Michael Jackson and they're all looking different. You can go, let me repeat that. You can go to a a costume party, and several people dress up as Michael Jackson, and they all are wearing completely different outfits. And everybody knows, like, oh, you're wearing Michael Jackson from Thriller, and you're wearing Michael Jackson from Bad, and you're wearing Michael Jackson from Smooth Criminal. So everybody knows this. That's how iconic that was. When you look at Destiny's Child with the beads and all of that stuff, and I forgot exactly what they called those, like little, not like the glitter beads that they would put on the jeans and they would put on the waist. When they talk about waist beads, back during the early 2000s, when Black women, foundational Black American women, were doing that, which would emphasize their pants and their sense of fashion, and would emphasize their waist, emphasize how small their waist was, emphasize their physique. As you can see, they're doing that. And it, not only does it highlight the pants and the fashion, it stands out because it makes it to where you're not just wearing a plain pair of jeans. Okay. Torian is making a good point too. Venus and Serena with the beads in their hair. People weren't, especially outfits weren't doing that. Billie Jean, that's another one. And we can do this. We can go on and on and on and on and on just about the fashion sense that they're copying. And then I want to talk about something else too. We can even talk about our fights when it comes to civil rights, our fights when it comes to liberation. The liberation, just keep in mind that they all benefit from. The liberation that they all love, that's the liberation. Okay. I got a picture of Ashada Shakur up there. Of course, you know, we got MLK, you got Muhammad Ali, you have Huey and Bobby. Then you have in the middle at the bottom Rosa Parks. And that's personally my favorite picture. I just love the picture of her sitting on the bus ahead of the white man. I that's personally my favorite picture. There are some other pictures I could have picked, some other pictures I could have chose. Of course, we know this, but of course, I just love that picture. Really, I do. And then you have a picture of Malcolm X. Of course, these are the things when you look at the inventions, when you look at the fighters, when you look at the fashion and the music, and when you look at all of these things, and mind you, besides the 1940s, all of these other people did phenomenal music. So it's not just the fashion, it's also the fashion with the music. I want you guys to also take going back to the fashion thing. These FBAs understood, these artists understood their fashion also highlighted their music as well too. They couldn't just sound the part, they also had to look the part as well too. So this is our culture. While you're sitting up there saying that we have no culture, this is our, and this is just a small amount because I had some other things that I could have played, but StreamYard's acting funny. We're gonna fix that. But this is just a small amount of what we've done. This is just a small amount of our culture right here. And they're saying that we have no culture, and a lot of people are saying that Kai Cenat, oh, we got to understand he be tripping, he be trolling. No, because this is not the first time we've seen that. I want y'all to see something else, and y'all about to flip when I show you. Now, I can show you this. Out of everything that I can't show you, I am glad I can show you this thing right here. The second I pull it up. Because there were some people who were saying some if y'all thought what Kai Cenat said was tripping, if y'all thought he was tripping, oh my God, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Hold on.
Understanding.
Hold on. Y'all not gonna believe this. Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all.
Understand.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Not.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on. What the hell's going on? Play. Come on now.
Bro, a lot of people are not understanding what Kai meant when he said we are not cultured. He didn't say we have no culture. He said we are not cultured. For instance, bro, if I were to ask you why we call hush puppies, would you know that answer? I seen a video, someone was asking black people, do you know who Harriet Tubman is? And they said no. How are you gonna say that he's not wrong? The average black American, bro, does not know a lot about our culture. I'm Cuban. I look black. I'm black. I'm not African American. I'm Afro black, Caribbean black. But a lot of people in high school, bro, like would always say, and it was always black people, dark, like they dark. They would always tell me, I am not black. Bro, The biggest slave trade before they got to America was in Cuba. 6% of Cubans are black. I'm part of that 6%. And most black Americans do not know that. A lot of black Americans just think Africa is black. They don't think a lot of other countries don't have black. Like, bro, like, not just Africa. I'll say Africa and Jamaica. Other than those two countries, bro, a lot of other black people cannot name a lot of other countries that are black or have black descendants. They don't know that. So how are you going to say we're cultured, bro? And a lot of people don't know that. Go ask a Hispanic person about their descendants. I guarantee you, most of the people you ask that are Hispanic are going to have an answer for your question. But yeah, bro, Cenat was not wrong saying we are not cultured. Everybody's saying that he said we have no culture. No, that's not true. He said we are not cultured, bro, and that is kind of true.
Okay. That's kind of not true. Did y'all hear what he said? This man literally said that you can ask black Americans who Harriet Tubman is, and they don't know. That is a lie from the pits of hell. That is a lie from the pits of hell. There is literally not a single FBA. I'm talking about from the wildest, most Samboing, bootlicking goon you could ever find, who don't know who Harriet. There is literally not one. I've literally never met a person. First off, I've never really met a person, but especially a FBA, a black American, who don't know who Harriet Tubman. Name kind of rings a bell, but I've never heard of. I've never. That's fake. That's a lie. And I want you guys to see that, because when you ask them to elaborate about how we don't have a culture, they'll just lie. They literally will just lie. And it really comes from the fact that they're insecure. Oh, you ask a lot of black Americans about other countries outside of America, and they won't be, that's really not as true as you guys try to make it out to be. Black Americans are really not as ignorant to the world outside of America as the media, as you guys try to make it seem like we are. We're really not. Black Americans have been traveling the world for generations. We're not really ignorant like you guys are saying we are. We understand Brazil, we understand Jamaica, we understand Haiti, we understand Cuba, we understand these places. We get these places. But when you say we're not cultured, no, we are cultured. We have the culture, we are the culture. We're cultured because we know our culture. When you ask black Americans why, and he keeps using the we, even though he says he's not an FBA, but he keeps using. Did you notice that? Did y'all peep that? He kept saying we. Yeah, he's right. We don't have it, but I'm not a we. But I'm not FBA, but we. And a lot of them do this. Oh, we, they selectively use the word we. And then when it comes to something that they want to say that's negative about FBA, then they take the we back. Oh, hold on. No, I'm from Cuba. I'm from Haiti. I'm from Trinidad. I'm from this. I'm from there. But then when it comes to everything else, is no, we all are the same. No, this is why we had to stop that right there and then. We have over 300 people in this live. We got 300 people in this live, all right? Shout out to every single last one of you. And we still having technical issues, and we still getting it done. We are the culture here. We are the reason that they're here in the first place. This man is making videos in America because of us, not because of Cuba, because if Cuba was so great, and let me say something real quick. All of these people who are like, you guys don't know our culture, you guys don't know our culture outside of America. I'm going to say this, and this might seem offensive. People might get upset about it, but this needs to be said. Nobody wants to learn the culture of fleers. Nobody wants to learn the culture of people who don't want to live there. If you guys don't have enough pride, let me not stop hitting my desk for I mess something up. If y'all don't have enough pride to stay where you're from, Don't come over here and then talk about we don't know where you're from. Clearly, where you're from is not that significant. Clearly, where you're from is not that great. Clearly, where you're from is not that special. Otherwise, you'd still be there. Otherwise, you want to go back there, but you don't. You don't want to go back where you're from. You sit up there, y'all be waving y'all little flags and stuff like that in a country that y'all don't want to live in, and be sitting up there getting mad that people don't pay homage to a culture in a country that you don't want to live in. If y'all don't want to live in that country, how are you even? It don't matter then. First off, we do know more about your country, but what point does it make to know about a country if y'all don't want to live there? What sense does that make? We're cultured because American culture, which is our culture, is the only culture y'all want to be in. Y'all want to be here. So knowing about here is the important thing. Y'all don't have enough pride to even stay in your homeland. Y'all don't have enough pride to rep your own culture. Because not only do y'all not stay in your own homeland, y'all come over here and then start emulating us. And then y'all want to sit up there and still have your own cultural pride. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. When you come over here and now you're a citizen of America, y'all can forget about the culture that you guys claim to love so much in a country that you guys would cry and beg not to go back to. If you told them, everybody who is not FBA, all of y'all who not FBA, everybody who's not foundation, even the other people, everybody who's not from this country, y'all gotta go back next week to your original countries, they would lose their minds. They would have panic attacks if they had to go back there. So if they had to go back to their own country and they would lose their minds, clearly y'all country ain't that special. Clearly y'all country ain't that great then. Clearly y'all country ain't that great. So when you say, well, y'all don't know about other people's culture, y'all don't know about other people's culture, why? What's the incentive to know about their culture? Their culture is fleeing. When your representatives are fleers, and there are some riders, respect to them, but when your representatives are sitting up there fleeing the country, when y'all don't want to live there, y'all can't feel some type of way about us not knowing much about it. It's not that great to you. It's not that great. So if it's not that great to you, it can't be that great to us. When you don't respect where you're from, you can't expect anybody to respect where you are from more than you respect where you're from. Let me repeat that. You cannot expect anybody to show more respect to where you are from more than you show respect to where you are from. So if you don't show respect to where you are from, if you don't show respect to your own history, your own lineage, your own country, then you can't possibly expect other people to show all this respect and reverence, and you can't expect people to show that to a place that you don't expect people to show. If you had a car and your car is all junky, fries in between the seats, Cheetos, it crushed in the floor and the carpet and everything like that, the car stinks or whatever, you can't expect people to wipe their shoes before they get in the car like this is a limousine. No, you can still ask to steal your car, but still, I mean, that you can't expect that. You cannot expect that. You guys are not showing respect to where you're from. And this is where the whole Black Americans don't have culture. Really, be honest with you guys. Really, that's a projection. That's a big projection. Because a lot of them feel insecure about their culture. I'm gonna use the images again. They don't have this. They don't have this in any culture. In any culture. Name a country in the world where one single lineage, one single ethnic group in a system of white supremacy can do this. The lock was invented by a foundational Black American, Washington A. Martin. Okay. The lantern, the keychain, the ironing board. Okay. The spark plug, the rolling pin, the folding chair. Shout out to that folding chair. Shout out to the folding chair. You gotta love the folding chair. That's one of my favorite ones. You gotta love. If you know, you know. Y'all remember? If you know, you know. You gotta love the folding chair. You really do. That's a FBA icon right there. That's an iconic invention right there. If anything, you gotta love the folding chair. See, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't get no folding chair. You talking about the people who invented the folding chair. Y'all ain't got nothing on us. Okay. And this is just a few of that. Y'all don't have this sense of fashion right here, of music right here. Because I'm not just talking, and this is just a few things. I could go on and on and on and on, but the sense of music, and I'm talking about from R&B to hip hop to blues to jazz to country music to soul music to gospel music to house music, disco, all of these, anything that is being listened to in this country comes from us, or is a derivative of us. Any and everything, it comes from us or is a derivative of us, of something that we've done. All of this stuff. Then when you look here, when you see all of the freedom fighters and stuff like that here, yeah, there are some countries that do have some, and we can pay homage to them, much respect to them. I'm not going to disrespect their riders. I'm not going to disrespect their freedom fighters, but I mean, y'all can count them on your hand and still have enough fingers to drive. I'm going to be very honest. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that. This is just a handful of the people who crossed my mind out the top of my head. And that's just from the civil rights movement. We can go decades before that. We can go into slavery with Nat Turner, with Harriet Tubman. We can go into slavery with John Horse during that time. We can go into the Reconstruction era. Then we can go into the civil rights era. And then we can go today. All of these areas we can touch on. All right. So we understand they can't do this. So all of this, we are the culture. That's them lying to themselves. See, they have to lie to themselves to kind of soothe the pain, to ease the pain. It's a lot of pain that they face. I want you to understand, when you live in a country and the country is foreign to you, even if you were born here, this is not your people's country. This is the country that, you know, hey, your great-great-grandfather didn't live here. Your great-great-grandmother didn't live here. They didn't build here. You can't look at Harriet Tubman with a sense of pride that we can. You can't do that. You can't read a story about Nat Turner with a sense of pride. We can. You can't look at Ida B. Wells or Sojourner Truth with a sense of pride. We can. You can't look at Malcolm X. You can't look at Dr. King. You can't look at Elijah Muhammad. You can't look at Muhammad Ali. You can't look at any of these people. You can't look at Frederick Douglass with a sense of pride. We can. You can't. All of these people, you can't look at them with a sense of pride. The music, you can't look at Michael Jackson. You can't look at Whitney Houston. You can't look at Aretha Franklin. You can't look at Sam Cooke. You can't look at James Brown. You can't look at Run DMC. You can't look at these people with a sense of pride. We can. A sense of lineage pride. We can. These people are saying this, and this disrespect that is still being checked. But this disrespect really comes from a sense of the fact, y'all don't really have a sense of pride. Y'all can't look. You guys are feel really so alone and lonely with a sense of pride and connection to your lineage. No matter what you can't tell me nothing different. You don't live in your country. Everybody would feel this way if they moved to a different country. That's why you have certain, like in Chicago, there are certain bars specifically for Irish. Okay, they have their own Irish little communities and stuff like that because they still need that taste of home. They still need that. They don't live there, but they still need that. They still celebrate, and that's why y'all have your little Puerto Rican Day parades and stuff like that, because y'all still need that. It plays with the security in your head, in your mind. If you guys don't have that cultural sense of connection and pride. And to be very honest, yeah, Little Italy, Chinatown, all of them. And I'm gonna be very, very honest when I say this. Every single, not just the black ones, not just the ones from the diaspora, every single last one of these immigrants coming over here who left their country to come to America, they have a disconnect with their country. If they're a citizen of this country, they've abandoned their country. That's literally what it means. Even if they have dual citizenship, even if they have, most of them don't, even if they have dual citizenship, their primary residence is here in this country. It's not in their own country. The language that they're speaking to their family and friends, that's not the language of this land. Even if you speak it to your family and your friends in your neighborhood, it's not the language of this land. So you're disconnected from your country. So that's why we get beat up a lot. But we're not tolerating that anymore because we have that. And they envy that. They envy our connection to our culture that they don't have. They envy the fact that we can go to our grandparents' house and we can pick up a photo book and we can look through old photos and we can look through photos all the way back to where the photo gets all kind of grainy like it was in the 90s, all the way back to pictures where they was dressing like they was in the 50s. We can go back and we can look at that stuff. They can't. The fact that we can have a family reunion, the fact that families from all over the country can come together for one single summer, for one single weekend, and have a family reunion, they can't do that. Cenat can't do that. I've done that multiple times with multiple sides of my family. He can't do that one time. These people who are coming over here saying that they can do that, we don't have a culture, they can't have a family reunion, not unless they go back to their country, but they don't want to do that. So this plays with the insecurity that they have. All of this stuff, you don't have a culture, that's really a projection. That's a projection because they don't have that. They're copying us because they don't have what we have. They don't have the ability to turn lemons into lemonade like we do. The term make $1 out of 15 cents. That's our term. That's something we've made popular. They don't have the ability to do that. They don't have the ability to make clothes that should be plain into something fashionable, into something fly, into something that's popping. They don't have the ability to do that. They don't even have the ability to connect with their family like that. And I'm not even saying this in a mean-spirited or disrespectful way. This is literally just the facts. This is literally just the facts of what it is. I'm not saying anything that can be debunked. I'm not saying anything that can't be argued. I'm not saying that. When you talk about them, they're talking about 1804. 1804? They got to go back. Y'all got to go back those many centuries to find somebody of your lineage that's worth upholding, that's worth respect, that's worth reverence. Y'all got to go back to 1804 to find a couple of people, or even if there was the whole island, y'all got to go back there. We don't have to go back that far. We don't have to go back that far. Y'all got to go back that far, and y'all know it ain't been the same since. And yes, there's some riders from Haiti. There's some riders from Africa. There's some riders from Jamaica. Much respect to y'all. We here with it, but I'm gonna be honest. Even our riders, y'all can't do what we can do. There are people, when y'all say, well, Black Americans, y'all think y'all the main characters. Y'all think y'all the main characters. If I'm just gonna say this. If we're not the main characters, who is? If we're not the main characters, who is? Because not everybody. We're not all the main characters in this. We're not all the main characters. But if we're not the main characters, can just anytime they say that, here's how you debunk it. Anytime they say that, they say, y'all think y'all the main characters. Well, we do live rent-free in everybody's head. We are copied around the entire globe. You got Chinese folks starting to rap and wear gold chains and grills and stuff like that. You don't see nobody, no disrespect, but I gotta keep it real. You don't see other cultures wearing dashikis. You do see them wearing gold chains, though. You don't see other cultures wearing kufis. You do see them wearing snapbacks, though. You don't see other we gotta go there. You don't see other cultures trying to imitate Afro beats, which y'all kind of really got from us. But you don't see any cultures imitating Afro beats, but they are imitating Michael Jackson. So like, come, do we got to go there? Even y'all doing it. And we wouldn't have to constantly keep saying this and reminding y'all and putting y'all in y'all place if y'all wouldn't step out of bounds. We cool. We don't want to beat up on y'all. Yeah, folks wearing do-rags, we don't want to beat up on y'all. But y'all keep stepping out of line. And when y'all step out of line, then we got to come with some straightening. Then we got to come with, remember, we did the thing, the red pen energy. This is a pencil. But this right here. The red pen energy. What the red pen energy means is straightening. That's really what it is. Red pen is what you do when you're correcting something. So we're correcting things right now. We're straightening things out right now. That's what you do. That's our stuff that is being copied. And we don't sit up there. We're not even very boastful about it. To be very honest, we should have been more boastful. We should have been more prideful. We should have been, to a degree, a little bit more arrogant and gatekeep our stuff a little bit more. But we've allowed all these other people to come in, and then when y'all come in, y'all want us to move to the side, and then y'all want to say y'all did it. Then y'all want to say y'all invented hip-hop. And they're saying that they invented hip-hop because what have they invented? They didn't even invent the guitar. They didn't even invent the guitar. So the songs, I'm gonna say this. This is gonna make him mad. The songs you see Bob Marley playing, shout out to Bob Marley. But y'all didn't invent the guitar. We did. The guitar belongs to us. That's ours. That's our instrument right there. So all of the songs y'all playing stems from us in some way. Y'all either copying us, trying to mimic us, or y'all using our instruments to some degree. And y'all still trying to be like us. Come on now, like, what are we doing? And when y'all say we don't have a culture, then it turns into this. And then y'all like, oh my God, why do y'all got to keep doing this? Why y'all got to be so divisive? Until it's across the board respect. Every single time one of y'all step out of line, we gonna pick up our red pens and we gonna get some straightening done. And there's gonna be some hurt feelings, and that's just what it is. Even our riders, y'all gonna get y'all feelings hurt, and that's what it is, and that's unfortunate. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but the fact that you guys, honestly, the fact that somebody is stepping out of y'all line, y'all gonna get y'all feelings hurt. It's like, For those of us who've had siblings growing up in a house, y'all know if your siblings, if they did something bad and got your parents upset, and then next thing you know, your parents is just in a bad mood with everybody. Next thing you know, your parents say, everybody go to your room. Everybody just go to your room. And now everybody's in trouble because of something your little brother did or your little sister did. They broke a vase, or something like that. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. Y'all let your little brothers, y'all let your little siblings run around the house. They broke a vase, and now we got to come, and now we got to straighten everybody. So now I'm sorry that y'all kind of getting punished too. Y'all shouldn't have let them run around. That's just what it is. Had y'all checked them before we saw it, it wouldn't have been this issue. But y'all put us in this mode, and then y'all get upset when we not just getting on them. Y'all should have been the first ones checking them. Had y'all stopped your little brother from running around the house, he wouldn't have broke the vase. If he didn't break the vase, everybody would be getting ice cream for dinner tonight. But now no dinner. I mean, not no dinner. Now no dessert. Now nobody gets dessert. You can't say, well, I didn't do it. Well, you should have stopped him. That's just what it is. I'm upset. You broke my vase. That's just how it works. But I bet you the next time you see his little ass running around or jumping on the bed, I bet you're going to stop him then. I bet you're going to stop him before. If he put a hole in my damn wall again, I bet you're not going to let that happen. Because all of the fact that we sit up there and straighten y'all out so much and expose your insecurities about yourself, even if you didn't do it, the fact that we expose your insecurities about yourself, that makes y'all like, oh, damn. I'm not trying to do that no more. So this is a teaching moment. This is a learning lesson. Okay? And we mean this in love. Absolute love. A learning lesson. Love. Don't let your little brother run throughout the house. Because when you run throughout the house, or when your little brother, when your little sister comes back with an F on their report card, well, now I got to check everybody's report card. Oh, you didn't want us to know that you got a D in math. Well, if your sister didn't get an F in math, I wouldn't even notice your D in math. But now that your sister got an F in math, now I got to check your report card, and now I got to see you got a D. So you should have checked them before, and then you would have been cool. You would have been straight. That's just how it works. And I mean this out of love. But when y'all let these little, because it's not just Cenat, it's a whole lot of y'all on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, who be going around, y'all got FBA's name in y'all mouth, and y'all be disrespecting Foundation Black Americans. And then when we get on y'all ass, when we get on y'all bumper, metaphorically, when we come with the red pen energy, just correcting in a peaceful, non-violent way, when we do that, y'all feel some type of way. Y'all can't feel no type of way. Y'all can't feel no type of way. You shouldn't have let them say that shit. That's what it is. But now you know. And together, this will be a better place. Now you know. Cenat, he says we have no culture. What culture do you have? Oxtails? Oxtails? That's your culture? That's your culture? What music do you listen to? That's your culture's music. What do they have? What do they have that you listen to? I'm not talking about when they say that I don't have a culture. Ask them this. What do they have that they listen to on the regular basis? Not during a holiday or during a family reunion. I'm talking about on the regular basis. What music do they listen to that comes from their own culture? I'm not talking about a artist that's imitating our culture from there. I'm talking about their own native music. What do they have? Y'all not sitting up there walking around in dashikis and kufis and y'all dressing like us. Take that chain off. If we don't have a culture, you can take that chain off. You can stop wearing them Jordans or them Timbs. You can stop doing that. You can wear whatever footwear that y'all was wearing back home. Because Jordan's comes from here. The fashion sense of Tim's comes from here. So y'all can take that and y'all can wear whatever flip-flops and sandals that y'all was wearing back in your home country. And it means no disrespect. But if y'all don't like it, y'all can put that down. And y'all can pick up whatever phenomenal culture y'all have. Y'all can do that. Talk about we got oxtails. Okay. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. It comes from insecurity. It comes from insecurity. That's what it is. They don't have anything. These people don't have nothing. And then when you do ask them about their riders, when you do ask them, I'm going to be honest, a lot of them don't even know about Marcus Garvey. They talk about, well, we got Marcus Garvey. Do you? Do you really, though? Do you really, though? Marcus Garvey couldn't stand y'all ass. And even today, how many of them really know about Marcus Garvey? How many of them really know about Dessalines? How many of them really know about these people? I'm going to be honest. We know more about Harriet Tubman than Jamaicans know about Garvey. We know more about Dr. King than they know about Garvey. We know more about Rosa Parks. We know more about Malcolm X. We know more about them than they know about Dessalines. I'm going to say something crazy, even crazier than what I just said. We know more about their heroes than they do. We know more about their revolutions than they do. Y'all don't even know this stuff like that. Y'all talk about our culture. Y'all barely know y'all culture. We go on trips to Jamaica more frequently than y'all go back to Jamaica. Then y'all go back to the Caribbean. Then y'all go back to these places. When y'all come to America, y'all don't ever want to leave. Y'all don't really be going back like that. Not many of you. Of course, there's going to be some here and there. They really don't go back like that. And nothing that I said can be debunked. Nothing that I said can be disproven. Nothing. They don't really have it like that. Not for real. And even today, we're still fighting. We're the leaders of the foundational Black American movement, and we're the leaders of the reparations movement. Nobody in the world would be having a discussion about reparations had it not been for the fact that foundational Black Americans are leading the charge. Period. In the world. Nobody. Not a single one of them. Okay. Let me show y'all this. This right here. Nobody would be having this. Nobody would be having this around the world. This right here, this shows a sense of our culture right here. Y'all don't have this. Y'all don't have this. I want to show y'all something else too. Since we are getting ready for the rally for reparations, we also have a code that y'all don't have. We stick together like y'all don't do. We bond together. We build together. We unite together like y'all don't. Y'all don't have that. Y'all might have in certain instances, and I will give full credit and respect to where that's due, but collectively you don't. I want to show y'all this real fast. Okay. This is the GoFundMe that was put up a few days ago for the rally for reparations. I can't really play the thumbnail because StreamYard is still tripping, but just in a few days, we damn near got 10,000. We damn near got $10,000 in a few days. Okay, a fifth of what our target goal is. Okay, shout out to we got people who donated. You know, I don't know if they want their names. Well, I mean, they put their names there. So we got. I mean, I'm talking about big donations, 400 donations. You can donate anonymously. You can donate however much you want to, but this is our code doing this together, building together, working on something, accomplishing something. All right. This is what we're doing. So shout out to every single last one of you all for doing that. Now, I'm going to say something else too about the rally. Since we are, where do I find the link? The link actually is in the description. I put the GoFundMe link in the description of this channel. So you go down in the description, the link is there. And I'm going to say something else. Because we are getting the money for that, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to say anybody else is going to do this. I don't know, but I am going to do this. Any business, any Black-owned business that I see donates over $50 to the GoFundMe, you guys can email the confirmation that you guys donated, okay? Because I'm going to need confirmation. Don't just say, Afro, I did it, so don't do it anonymously. Give confirmation that you did it. You can just put your name there. Then you can show me your name and your business. I'm going to give every single business or every single channel. Well, I'm going to say business. Let me keep it at business because I don't know. Some of y'all with these channels. Every single business will get free promo from me. I will not only display your website, I will have a special broadcast. Well, I have you on as a guest to discuss, if you choose to. Sometimes people don't want to do that. To discuss your business. I will have a special broadcast where I'll have multiple people on with their own businesses, and multiple Black-owned businesses can come and discuss their business and give advertisements. So if you sell candles, if you sell shirts, if you do a service, if you do paint work, car work, whatever type of care or service that you do, if you cook food, if you make cookies, if you make cakes, if you make whatever you do, if you donate the $50 and then show confirmation that you've done that, I will give you free promotion. There will be a special broadcast where you can get some free promotion. So not only are you doing it for a good cause, you are also doing this, and it's also going to help your business grow as well too. And your business will forever be tied to the rally. So it's a win-win for everybody. We're close. We can get there. We're close. I have no doubt in my mind. We're close. But I just definitely want to make sure that we do that. Okay. So what you do, let me give clear instructions, because I don't want people to be like, Afro, I did it and you lied. Give me clear instructions. What your name is. Put your name when you donate. You can either do anonymous or you cannot. Don't do anonymous because I can't confirm it. What you do, donate, put your name there. Okay. And if you want to, you can put your business initials. Put your name, put your business initials or whatever. And then you can leave a note if you want to too. You can leave a note with the donations. And then send that confirmation, send that email to me like, hey, Afro, my name is John Smith. I donated $60. I got this business where I sell shoes and hats and stuff. Okay. And then I can look at the GoFundMe. I can confirm that. And then we'll have, when I set the date up, we'll have you on and have your website. So that's how we'll get it done. It's very clear and very simple. Don't switch up anything I just told you. Don't alter anything I just told you. Do it exactly that way. That way it can be confirmation so nobody feels like they're getting finessed. All right. Now, with that being said, despite StreamYard, and I'm still going to have to fix that because that thing just popped up. Despite StreamYard doing that, we still had a very impressive broadcast. We still had a really good turnout. We have over 300 people on a Tuesday. Normally, we don't go live at this point. Clearly, it's not me because I'm moving really smoother than ever. So clearly, it's not me. It's on them, but it's okay. We'll fix that. Also, too, y'all can get yourself a shirt later. Donate first. Let's get the rally money first before y'all do that. You know. But with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, make sure you guys follow me on my various social media platforms to stay informed with everything that we do here, which is Afro Elite on Instagram and then the Afroelite on Twitter, and the links to both of those are in the description. Of course, make sure you guys hit that like button. It's very, very, very important. Double check, make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on any future content, because the thing that we do with the business promotion, you guys definitely want to be hip to that. $50 for a business promotion that's going to be really huge with thousands of views is a pretty good deal. Plus you're helping out with the rally. It's a pretty good deal. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Plus that also helps the algorithm as well too. And leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about Kai Cenat disrespecting our culture and how these tethers and these anchor babies say we don't have a culture. Let me know what you guys think about our foundational Black American culture in the comments section below. Now, with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, be one salute to every single last one of you guys. And you all have a good one.